What is up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of our, I guess, 3-part Pokemon battle against our buddy from work. I texted him, asked him if we wanted to use the same teams or if we wanted to bring new ones. He stuck with the same. I brought something new. He reminded me to bring a legend, so I was like, yep, we'll bring Tim. So we brought Tim the Mewtwo. And it was go time. So he starts off with his Kyogre and his Swift-Swim Poliwrath. I figured his Poliwrath was probably going to try to set up a Belly Drum for the Swift-Swim Belly Drum and then just punch stuff. So I decided to have Tim go ahead and try to take him out as quick as we possibly can. And we have our cooked Nemo because I can never remember his real name because fish. I don't know why I can never remember his name. I just know him as Nemo. So he does go for the Protect. That is unfortunate, because, well, we're obviously not going to be able to one-shot him. Go for the Dark Pulse. I see the Sheer Cold. I will admit, my butthole puckered a bit. Now right here, I should have focused on the Kyogre. Should have just went for that T-Bolt and the Dark Pulse and gotten rid of the Kyogre. That's what I should have done. Like, that's obviously what I should have done. Because he is the bigger threat here, because then if I get rid of his rain setter upper, then we don't have to worry about it no more, right? I wouldn't have to worry about it, but I guess that's hindsight. So the Metagross is going to eat this Psy Strike like no one's business. Dark Pulse against that Kyogre, not enough to take him out. He hits the Sheer Cold. Now, I don't remember what the accuracy for Sheer Cold is, but I know it's next to nothing. Sorry, try not to swear. Really try not to swear. But I just got hit with a one-hit KO move. I don't know why I didn't focus down the Kyogre when I saw the Sheer Cold the first time, but, you know, I didn't. So I was like, alright, well, we gotta bring out some bulk. So we bring out Ed, just because Storm drained the thing. And Kyogre, I know he has Origin Pulse, and apparently he has Sheer Cold, so that's a thing. So now I'm sitting here trying to think, do I want to go for the fire move, or do I want to go for the dark move on the Metagross, just to try to get some damage? And I'm like, I'm fighting with myself. And then I don't even click on the Metagross. I click on the Kyogre again, because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take out the Kyogre this time. And he didn't. Metagross is able to set up the screens, so now both of my Mons are like, yeah, we only have special type moves. And now they are bulky against special type moves. So it's a thing. It's one of those things where it's like, well, this is what I should have done, but this is what I'm actually going to do. So it's a mess. Oh, it was such a mess. I was sitting there thinking this whole battle. I'm like, well, I really don't want to lose again, so I want to try to overthink, or I want to try to think but not overthink. And, you know, I just end up overthinking anyway, because I'm trying to be overly critical. Like, I'm trying to remember the last battle, trying to remember what moves all of his Pokemon have, and I'm like, well, if I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. He lives! Oh my god, I forgot that he lives. Zen Headbutt. I'm guessing, oh, he went for Ed. I thought he went for my Fishy. But nah, he went for Ed, and Ed's just like, nah, I'm just gonna wiggle jiggle out of there. Hit him with the Muddy Water, able to take him out. But yeah, Rain, Light Screen, and Flamethrower. So his Blastoise sitting pretty. He's just healing up, getting nice and fat with his lefties and his Rain Dish, getting all that HP back that, you know, he lost because I decided to attack him instead of doubling down and, you know, stuff and reasons. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you're sitting here watching this back after you did it, and it's just like, well, I could have done this better, should have done this better, but I did this instead. So he's going to bring out his Scizor, and I'm like, great, there's a Scizor times 4 effective against the Scizor. So we're going to Terrasilize, because even though it's in the rain, I'm like, alright, it's in the rain, doesn't matter, I'm going to Terrasilize, should be able to take out the Scizor, right? We should be able to do it, no problem. He withdraws, and I'm like, I'm like, goo. So he brings out his Gliscor, and I'm like, alright, sweet, there's a Gliscor. So the reason that I keep going for Muddy Waters is I'm really trying to get the accuracy drops. Like, not gonna lie, that's literally all I'm doing, just trying to get the accuracy drops. Just because it's a thing. And, you know, if you control the accuracy of the battle, you'll control a lot of the battle. So, go for that flamethrower, the terrestrialized flamethrower in the rain. It honestly, it did more than I thought it was going to. It really did. Mainly because of the light screens up in the rain and what have you. Go for the muddy water. Gliscor avoids it, which is unfortunate. Smack the Blastoise, doing nothing, but I do get the accuracy drop. I get what I wanted. I got the drop, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the accuracy drop on the Blastoise because, like I said, if you control the accuracy of your opponent's Pokemon, you control the battle. So I'm still sitting pretty. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I can just keep going for this because it's in the rain. I don't know why I debated on bringing in Brightside. I was like, I can bring in Clefairy, and then I forgot that it's a poison type. So I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I do decide to bring in Clefairy. What am I doing? It's been a while since I had this battle. So go ahead and I bring in Clefairy. And I'm like, Clefable. Wow. Keep saying the wrong Pokemon moves, man. So go ahead and I bring out Clefable. And he goes for the Crab Hammer, and Storm Drain gets its first stack. Now, Storm Drain is such a lovely ability. I love the ability Storm Drain. It's just so much fun. It's so great. It's wonderful. So, the whole... Oh, that's... Okay, yep, no, so that's why. Because Clefable is the Cosmic Power, Storm Power, blah, 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 blah. And I was going to use that against the Gliscor in case I needed to, but then I forgot the Poison type, Fairy type, and it would have been it would have been bad overall. And then I forgot that he also had his Scizor and his Metagross yet, which both can take care of my my Clefable. So we are at the +1 with the Storm Drain, which is why our move was able to hit just a little bit harder right there. It was nice. So I really didn't want to chance too much with Ed, so we go for the Earth Power instead of the Muddy Water. And he goes for the Belly Drum, and I'm like, alright, sweet, you go for the Belly Drum, I'm gonna smack you with the Moon. So he sets up his Iron Defense, and I'm just like, well, I am really slow. Really slow. Go for the Cosmic Power. It's like, oh boy, maybe I shouldn't have tried to set up in his face, but we do go for the Earth Power, and it is more than enough to take out the Poliwrath, because we are at the +1 with the Storm Drain. So that is always good. It's always good to have a little bit of a boost, even though I didn't give myself the boost. He gave me the boost. In comes the Scizor, and I'm like, ooh, that's not good. So. Yeah, it's not good. So let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and we'll swap right out. So we're going to bring back Clefable, and we're going to go ahead and throw Gyarados out just for the Intimidate for that Scizor, just because I know the Scizor set. I know what he wants to do. He wants to set up the Sword Stance. He wants to Bullet Punch, all of the things. And I mean, that's great. Like, that's what I do in singles. Well, no, that's not what I do in singles, because I run a Choice Band Scizor in singles. So, but I do know, because of the battle that we had last time, that he likes to set up all of the things. And the Scizor is no exception, because he does the Sword Stance. I'm literally just trying to talk my way through it, because I didn't rewatch the battle to, speed up these long, drawn-out parts. And as I'm sitting here, like, watching the audio bar go up and down, I'm sitting here questioning, it's like, well, is the audio even recording, or am I going to have to record this battle all over again after I record this battle? Because, I mean, that could be a thing. It's a thing. He keeps setting up his Iron Defenses, and I'm like, alright, because then he's going to start Shell Smashing, and then he's going to hit me with something. There's the Sword Stance, there's the Earth Power, not a damn thing. So instead of being at +2, he has a +1 thanks to the Intimidate. So he is at the +1 for the shenanigans. Gonna go for the Earth Power. Now I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, I can go for the Crunch, or I can go for the Waterfall. If I go for the Waterfall, I'm gonna get a boost, or I can go for my own dance. I was really, really fighting with myself here. Like, I really could not figure out what I wanted to do. Just constantly fighting with myself with this decision. So I do go for the dance because I figured I could live at least one. Yeah, I figured I could live at least one bullet punch. And I was like, well, you know, maybe there's the shell smash. And I knew it was coming eventually, because he always likes to set up the iron defense. That way the shell smash kind of evens out his defense. So that way his defense goes back to base, but then he gets the big boosts for special attack and attacking speed. Scizor is going to do Scizor things. Oh, he's at +3. I forgot that he boosted all the way up to +3. Yeah, that's why things got bad. Go for the Muddy Water, try to get the accuracy drop. Still doing next to no damage, because Muddy Water. And it's not raining anymore. And the rain's not up no more. So, Gyarados, I gotta figure out what I want to do. I want to figure out if I want to give my boyo a boost or not. So, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, well, I don't know what I want to do. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to click on some buttons. And we're going to do some things. So Ed's going to protect. We're going to go for the Earthquake because we are at the +1 now. I figured the Scizor was probably going to try to bullet punch our Ed. So I figured, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll protect. We'll EQ, get as much big damage off as we can. And it wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. And he sets up another Swords Dance. Now I'm scared. I'm scared, not gonna lie. I'm scared. I do see the light screen go down. Go for the waterfall. Get Ed the extra boost, because that's what I wanted to do there. And now it all came down to whether or not Ed could survive a, what's that, +5 bullet punch? Yeah, because he set up 2 Swords Dance, and then he set up 3, and then he had the Intimidate. I think it's +5? I could be wrong. I think I'm right. Possibly right. Possibly wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I think I'm right. Could be right. I don't know. It's a thing. I don't know if I'm right. So he is going to terrestrialize. I don't remember who he terrestrialized. Oh yeah, terrestrial water. He's gonna go for the Terra Water Blastoise. That way his water type moves deal an extra big old chunk of damages. And I'm just like, well, here we go, Ed. Can you survive this? And he can. Oh my God, Ed takes that like a champ. Ed takes that right to the body, and he's just like, what was that? What was that? King Carp boosts him with his glorious waterfall, and now we're at +2, I think. Yeah, I think we're at +2. I don't remember. I don't know how much Storm Green gives you the bonus stuff. But anywho, so it was plenty to rock him with our Earth Power, because Ed is great. Because Gastrodons are awesome. Yep, Gastrodons are awesome. I say, the whole reason that I even brought Gastrodon, like I said in the last video, I really don't do doubles, but I was remembering back to when I first really started playing Pokemon, well, battle-wise, and there was a guy who I knew who played the VGC religiously, like, it was all he liked to do, and he loved Gastrodon, so ever since I met Ed, I've always named my Gastrodon to Ed. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go for some recover. Wave Crash, that's unfortunate. So as it turns out, I learned the next day when I talked to my buddy at work. I was like, what was going on with your Blastoise? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, why does he have the moveset? And he was like, well, normally he would set up the Shell Smash and the Iron Defenses and whatnot, and then just sweep with Wave Crash. But Ed is just the wall here. Now, so we're gonna go ahead and I sped up the battle a little bit more, just because this here it gets pretty. It's a done match, because there's nothing that his Blastoise can do, because he only has Wave Crash, and obviously Wave Crash can't hit me. So now, just to be spiteful, not gonna lie, because I realized that I'm at 5-0, so I was trying to remember back to older days of Pokeblessing of Pokemon battles, and there was a guy named Shofu. Many of you may know him, but he used to have this whole thing where you put him in a body bag, is where you 6-0 and what have you. So I wanted to go out strong, so Revival Blessing to bring back Tim for the 6-0 sweep. So we will be having another battle. I don't know when, but we will. I'm excited for it. I can't wait, because he says he has a new team, so I'm going to bring a new team, and it's going to be fantastic. So hopefully you guys look forward to that, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.